sounds a lot trickier than it really is. It's saying cylinder A is a right circular cylinder with a radius of 4. So let's call this one our A, and let's call this one the cylinder B. Cylinder A is a right circular cylinder with a radius of 4. Okay, so the radius of 4 and a height of 5. Cylinder B is a right circular cylinder with a radius of 2. Okay, so the radius is 2 and height of 4. And obviously these figures are not drawn to scale. So the radius here is 2 and the height is 4. Okay, the volume of cylinder A is X. What is the volume of cylinder B in terms of X? Okay. I can see how the last part gets a little bit tricky. So let's start with here. It's saying the volume of a cylinder A is X, right? So let's start with that. Let's figure out what X is. Let's figure out the volume of cylinder A. And the volume formula is right here of a cylinder. You don't have to memorize this. It's nice to have it memorized, but they'll give this to you on the first page of every math section. So let's plug the numbers in. It's really just plugging into the formula. So it'll be 4 squared. So it'll be 4 squared times 5 and times pi. So that'll be the volume. So 4 squared is 16, and 16 times 5 is 80. So volume here will be 80 pi. And now problem also tells me the volume of cylinder A is X. So now I know that X is 80 pi. Now the question is, what is the volume of cylinder B in terms of X? So let's figure out the volume of cylinder B now. So volume of B is going to be same exact step. So 2 squared times the 4 and then times the pi. So 2 squared is 4, 4 times 4 is 16. So over here volume is going to be 16 pi. So 16 pi. Now the question, let's look at this really carefully one more time. The question is saying, what is the volume of cylinder B in terms of X? Now we know the volume of cylinder B is 16 pi. X is 80 pi. I'm going to write down the answer choices here. A is X. B is 2X. C is 5X. And D is X over 5. So let's go to answer choice A. Answer choice A is saying the cylinder of volume B is just X. X is 80 pi. Is the cylinder volume B 16 pi? Sorry, 80 pi? No, so A is going to be gone. Let's go to B. 80 pi times, so all I'm doing right now is substituting my X in for 80 pi in for X. So 2 times 80 pi is going to be 160 pi. Is that the volume of cylinder B? No. Let's go to C. 5 times 80 pi is going to be 400 pi. Is that the volume of cylinder B? No. 80 pi divided by 5 is 16 pi, and is that the volume of cylinder B? Yes. So making my answer D. Again, we found out what X was. X is the volume of cylinder A, which is 80 pi. We found out the volume of B now. B is 16 pi, and the question is saying, what is the volume of cylinder B? So what is the volume of cylinder B? 16 pi. In terms of X just means go to the answer choices, plug in your X, plug in 80 pi for X, and see where you get 16 pi, because we're looking for 16 pi in the answers by plugging in 80 pi for the X.